This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Oh boy, welcome to Daily Blast Live. It is Thursday, December 19th. I'm here with Al, Brandon, Lindsay. I am Tori. Let's get right to it. It is official. President Donald Trump is now the third commander-in-chief in history to be impeached. And take a look at some of these headlines today. We have impeached. Here we go. This is everywhere. We got impeached right here. Trump impeached. This is the Times. And even the Wall Street Journal, President impeached here. So it is everywhere. It's a momentous day. It's a historic day, but the New York Post reported things a bit differently. Check out this headline, quote, "Swamp Mistress Pelosi dresses in black for historic vote. It's your funeral." Well, the House passed both articles of impeachment last night, mostly along party lines. But now we're learning House Speaker Nancy Pelosi may hold off on sending the articles over to the Senate for trial. Here's why.
This is what I don't consider a fair trial. That Leader McConnell has stated that he's not an impartial juror, that he's going to take his cues, in quotes, from the White House, and he is working in total coordination with the White House counsel's office.
Lindsay, I just want to get your reaction to all of this.
When I first heard that, I was kind of taken aback because I think using this impeachment as leverage is kind of backpedaling, especially when the Democrats went so full steam ahead. We have this down pat. We all knew that the Senate was not going to remove the president from office. So I don't know why everybody's acting surprised, like, oh my God, breaking news. We have to change strategy in the fourth quarter. This is confusing to me.
Are you surprised that he said it?
Surprised that who said it?
That McConnell just said it, that he said it out loud?
No, I wasn't surprised because he's been saying that for months. I mean, something along those lines. He didn't say now I'm fully in line with the president, but now we are a deeply divided country right now, and everyone completely voted on party lines almost exactly. Even 3 Democrats went over to the Republican side. So I just think I would love if we can move forward and make some progress because we're just sitting here at a standstill, and I think the Democrats got what they wanted. They impeached the president. It should be just done now because you're not going to go through Senate. It's not going through there. So there's no point, to me, there's no point in continuing this and wasting the money.
Can I ask you guys a question? I know we wanted to hear you guys talk, but I wanted to throw this out to both of you guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys, it's like you're like, can we just be done with this and move on? Do you think it's like when you're in a relationship and you guys had a terrible fight in the car and you're like, well, we're just going to go to dinner with our friends, and you can't because there's still that cloud of anger? How can we move on after this? How can anybody come to the table? I'm sure, like, I don't think the H word is out of line when you say they hate each other.
I agree. Here's the thing. I don't know what Pelosi is up to, whether or not she's going to wait until the Senate flips to be democratically held and then they give the articles of impeachment to Senate. That has never been done before. That would be a 9-month wait. I don't know, but I know she's a master strategist, and I know she doesn't feel comfortable handing over what she thinks is a backup of the Constitution to someone who says, I literally am not going to be impartial.
And I think on the other side, they're taking it as you're backpedaling because you're worried that what you're sending over is not going to get through because of its merit. So I think people are saying you're waiting for objectivity in the Senate, but really you didn't give us an objective impeachment hearing, and so we're not going to address it the same way the Democrats addressed that.
All right, well, let's know what you guys think. Facebook, YouTube, are you Team Lindsay? Team Brandon said a lot, so make sure you chime in for Brandon, Al, or Tori. All right. Meantime, the president.
I'm just sitting here.
I asked a question about breaking up in the car.
You were doing
anything
no,
about
that's a great analogy. That's a good analogy.
Fight in the car.
She was crying all the time.
Fight in the
Fair.
car.
All right, enough fighting. Meantime, the president tore into House Democrats at his rally. Watch his reaction.
It doesn't really feel like we're being impeached. The do-nothing Democrats, and they are do-nothing. All they want to do is focus on this. What they could be doing are declaring their deep hatred and disdain for the American voter. This lawless partisan impeachment is a political suicide march for the Democrat Party. Crazy Nancy Pelosi's House Democrats have branded themselves with an eternal mark of shame, and it really is. It's a disgrace.
And check out this tweet. It's ominous. Yes, it's this morning, and it said, quote, "In reality, they're not after me. They're after you. I'm just in the way." Is this inciting violence, Brandon?
No, I don't say it's inciting violence. I say it's another tactic for him to rally his base. If you go back to July 6, 1916, we have this right here with the Army of the U's, I want you. So now he's gearing them up for us versus them mentality, us American patriots, us conservatives versus the do-nothing Democrats. He's preparing his base because it's a stain on his legacy to be impeached, but I think this guy is a narcissist enough to be like, I can be the first president ever reelected after an impeachment. That's what he's doing with that.
I hear you. It's a very good point and very well said. I just want to remind everyone, us versus them, when we're talking about sections within the own country, is when we talk about coups and dictatorships. Us versus them is not what Make America Great Again should be about, in my opinion. It should be
in a couple weeks, we're about to end a decade that was probably the most partisan decade that we've seen from Obama through Trump. And so I think that this is where we are. That poster is a mirror reflection to exactly where we are right now.
Yes.
So inciting violence, I don't know, or maybe mirroring the times, but I think for the most part, people are ready to actually make some laws, pass some laws, and get back to work. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Do you think instead of inciting violence, it's inciting a cold civil war? Not the hot, like, go get your guns and we'll line up on the battlefield, but just like there's a line here.
But is that the thing that's doing it, or is the Times, the social media is doing it? You know, look what was happening when Obama was in office. The same thing. It was like either you're here or you're here, even when he was trying to pass laws.
Do you remember it being like this? Because Obama won a lot of those states. I mean, obviously, it's pie in the sky in terms of racial harmony and socioeconomic harmony. But I always felt like it was. I don't remember it being like this.
I felt people crossed the aisles a little bit more friendly and platonically than they are now.
Well, when Obama was president, the House was controlled by Republicans, correct? Right. And that was like the first time in a while. So now it's controlled, it's controlled by the Democrats. You always have this back and forth where it's kind of like we're stuck and not getting things done. That's why people get so frustrated with politics.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, we got to move on because this topic is getting everyone talking, including someone just now writing in, yes, we're getting to it. The president did make another comment at his rally that's upsetting a lot of people. I want you to take a look at this. He took a swipe at John Dingell. This is the Democratic congressman from Michigan who died last February. Take a listen.
And you have this Dingell. You know Dingell from Michigan? Debbie Dingell, that's a real beauty. She calls me up. It's the nicest thing that's ever happened. Thank you so much. John would be so thrilled. He's looking down, he'd be so thrilled. Thank you so much, sir. I said, that's okay, don't worry about it. Maybe he's looking up, I don't know.
Okay, I did want to hear the crowd sounds on that. I just want to let you guys know there was some boos in that audience, and it was not all positive, and that's a big change for Trump. John Dingell is a beloved bipartisan in Michigan. He was in Battle Creek, Michigan. That was a major moment, I think, that we're going to see repeated again, because to me, he crossed the line, and to a lot of people, he did too. Dingell's widow is responding, tweeting, "My husband earned all his accolades after a lifetime of service. I'm preparing for the first holiday season without the man I love. You brought me down in a way you could never imagine, and your hurtful words just made my healing much harder." I've got to go strong on this one. I've held back on the impeachment. You don't disgrace a dead congressman who is beloved on both sides and expect to get away with it. You said he might have been in hell. I don't know what you were expecting. Lindsay, I don't know how you defend this.
Well, no, I don't defend this at all. This is her first holiday season without her husband, who just passed away. She's having a hard time. She said she's just going in there trying to do her job. I watched an interview with her earlier today, and she's like, dignity and respect is the least that I asked for. And so I think you have to really separate politics from personal, and this was, to me, very offensive.
Good. And you think you shouldn't have said it?
No, absolutely not.
Good. When you say looking up and you say that man is in hell, how dare you? How dare you?
It goes back to what you said out yesterday about how he doesn't respect our veterans, because this is our longest serving Congress member ever. 1955 to 2015. This guy was a veteran as well. And, he's taking these digs, and you still got some of those people in the audience sitting there applauding that. And you know what?
I think the audience they were like,
it was,
if you
people behind him were making faces.
If we had heard, I agree with Lindsay on this, that audience reaction was very different from what you normally hear. And I am proud to say that. Republicans, write out to me. I want to know how you feel about this. Do you agree with Lindsay? Was this offensive?
You're worked up right now, Tori.
Yeah, it was awful what I thought. Yeah. Well, enough with the politics.
You promise?
Yes, and all the impeachment news. How about some feel-good stories like this one?
Is it about Al?
It's not. A sixth grader gets his Christmas wish. Watch this.
My name is Mark. I said you on what I would like most for Christmas is to see my brother who's in the United States military.
Well, they're chopping onions again.
Yeah. Those sixth graders were there giving back to seniors, doing stuff for them. And then so to be doing something good and then get surprised like that. It was so amazing. His brother's going to get to spend 17 days with him, which is like the whole holiday season from now to the end of the year.
And this is what the holidays are about. I know I seem like a Grinch sometimes when I'm like, I don't like the decorations and stuff. It's all about families. That's why I love, like, in the middle of a football game or halftime at a basketball game, they do these things where these troops come home and they get to see their families. Just that initial innate reaction on these people's faces, man, it lights you up. I don't need to light up a Christmas tree. It lights up my heart.
Yeah, man, I'm always looking for things to balance out. Obviously, yesterday was a dark day in our country.
Hard,
you know, but I see clips like that. I see our own Jeff Schroeder brought his youngest boy in here, and you see the next generation that, you know, they're not worried about this. They just have joy and hope and optimism. And I mean, for as much as I hope we leave this world a better place than when we got here, it's not looking great so far, but maybe we'll pull it together. But, you know, I look at the younger generation, it makes me excited.
That's true. We have another video for you that might make your heart sing. A Virgin Atlantic flight attendant shared a heartwarming story that's gone viral on Facebook. Jack and Violet were two passengers on a recent transatlantic flight. Jack gave up his first-class seat to the 88-year-old woman. It was her dream to, quote, sit at the front of the plane while he took her seat in economy.
Got that red wine, girl.
I know it. Jack did it out of Violet. Look at you. Jack did it out of the goodness of his own heart, according to the flight attendant.
So apparently the paper that wrote up this story is looking for Jack. They're like, let us know if you know Jack. So Jack, come tell people where you are.
His first and last name? What do you mean looking for him?
Well, they want him to do an interview, I guess, a longer interview. But he sat by the toilets, though. That's the worst seat on the plane. He exchanged seats with this lady, gave her first class, and sat by the toilets. And the flight attendant said he didn't complain at all. He just sat there and enjoyed his trip.
The first thing that popped in my head,
oh boy,
was I hope Jack is single because his DMs are going to be popping.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, did that not pop up in your head? Women are going to love him for this. Look at that.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy, too. Yeah, no, I mean,
he's
look.
adorable. I think women and men, let's be honest.
And first of all, she is so cute.
Adorable.
Yeah, so that, I mean,
adorable.
I want to get some first class on Virgin. What's up, DBL? Fly me out.
No. All right, DBL is live and coming up. It's been 1 month since two viewers vowed to get in shape. How are things going? They weigh in to admit are fit to be challenged, and you, the viewer, are our fifth host. Airplanes are pretty much the one place you can't talk on your phone, but is it only a matter of time? Your comments coming up next.
Hi DBL Nation, Kelly Schubert here with the DBL digital team. I'm tracking all the breaking and trending news and also checking my Slack channel to make sure I don't have any messages from anyone on the team. Let's go to the desk and see what's going on with our hosts. I love that flight attendant story, the man who gave up his seat. That was a flight from New York to London, so it wasn't like it was a short flight that he gave that up for her. My favorite story of the day. It had always been her dream to sit at the front of the plane. That's, I don't want to start crying. It's too good. It's too good, you guys. Let's go to the desk and see what's going on with our hosts. Hi, Tori. Hi. What's happening up here? What are you guys talking about?
Liar.
Okay, so what does he owe you?
This
is neither here nor there. Let's talk about the nice Lady Violet on the plane. I mean,
What other facts do you
would you? Well, she was going to go visit her daughter who works in London.
First class?
Yeah, would you give up your seat? I would definitely give up my seat. Would you? To sit next to the toilet?
First class seat from New York to London?
This could make or break. That's a 6-hour flight. What are you going to say? It's only 6 hours, Brandon.
It's an 8-hour flight.
To a nice grandma. He built a relationship with her while waiting for the flight.
As do I.
He talked to her very long. She said she would love to fly first class. She just had knee surgery. She's going to go visit her daughter.
I had knee surgery. I've had 2 knee surgeries before.
So he wanted her to stretch out, nice grandma for the holidays.
So
You
look,
wouldn't?
I would split 3 hours and 3 hours.
You would make this old lady get
I'm
on her
6'5".
knee?
I'm 6'5". I gotta sit scrunched up in a middle seat.
Yes. Jack makes me want to do better. I might give up my seat if I ever have the
I said we
opportunity
can
to fly first
split.
class.
I said once that third hour hits.
This is how old it is, but I used to be platinum on U.S. Airways. And so I would get bumped up maybe like 4 out of every 5 times. And I gave him my seat one time. I'm not going to say that because it'll sound like it's a I did one time.
Yeah, I've done that.
But it's like if you get bumped up regular. If you don't regularly get bumped up, you're like, sorry.
You're overjoyed. But he flies a lot, I think, back to New York and
definitely.
London.
Yeah.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for fifth host, and experts say, I said fifth host.
You did say that very strangely.
I know.
I don't know if maybe I heard it wrong.
Well, I was trying to pull it off, but it just didn't work.
Remix.
Yeah, for fifth host, and experts say we're only a couple years away from ditching airplane mode for good. Soon, technology will allow in-flight calls on your smartphone. Many travelers are worried, though, that'll lead to more annoying conversations you'll be forced to listen to, while other flyers look forward to the perks of in-cabin calling. So, DBL Nation, should calls be allowed during flights? Lindsey Granger.
Take it away.
Take it away. Okay.
Did you run out of words?
Take it away.
I was like, I'll introduce myself. Okay, Lelaine from Facebook says, before airlines used to be so strict with cell phones, but I've noticed plenty of times that determined passengers just make calls in the bathroom. Ooh. Man, I haven't seen anybody go to the bathroom and make a call, but I have noticed that Delta and Spirit allow you to text in flight. I think once you start involving the phone, full use of it, and people get on it, it's going to feel more like a city bus than a plane. So I'm good off them allowing people to make phone calls.
You're no
Yeah,
phone.
just texting is enough.
Okay.
Like, what else do you want to do?
Maybe call your mom?
No.
Text her. I'm on the way. Whose mom doesn't text at this point?
Okay, Laura from Facebook says, conversation exhibitionists are the worst. They want you to know what's going on even though you're not part of the conversation. People who use two words, conversation exhibitionist.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, that's wow. I never heard that before. But I see the airlines cashing in on this. Amtrak has this thing called the quiet car. You pay extra money to where you can't really be on your phone, you can't be making loud noises, or you can't be talking loudly to the person next to you. So I see how the airlines have done, okay, you can have extra leg room, you can have standard leg room, or you can be in the back where your knees are touching your earlobes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you can't have a quiet part of a plane.
Yes, you can. You
no,
can
that's
just put
people
an
said they
extra
had a no
part.
smoking, and I'm like, dude, we're all smoking here.
Right.
You know what I mean? The smoke just comes over.
Well, I'm not inviting you to the next board meeting.
All right.
Thank you.
Brandon, that was a terrible idea. Meryl from Facebook says, that will be nice,
what it is.
but I guess the airlines will have to figure out a way to charge more for it.
Bam.
Look, this cannot happen.
Please,
The
no.
people at the airport, it's a very emotional place. It's like either people are getting dropped off after they're going to have to leave a loved one and they're crying, or they're just flying in to see a loved one and they're crying. There's a lot of emotion at the terminal, and I don't want to take that up into the air. I don't want to hear people crying. But you know who is going to be the winner out of all this, y'all?
Who?
Bose noise-canceling headphones.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have them because I don't want to sit next to somebody for 2 hours. I miss you. I love you. I
Imagine
can't
people
do
on
it.
FaceTime on top of that. That's even worse than
yes.
calls.
You FaceTime all the time at our desks. I'm like,
Wow. Well, now that you guys welcome into my life, Brandon wants to be writing my storybook.
Wow. All right, two great ideas by Brandon. All right, coming up on DBL, 2 viewers are 1 month into their fitness journey. We're doing a progress check in our Commit to Be Fit challenge.
We're talking to Kelly, and she's saying that her mom
on up, Kelly.
is a flight
on
attendant for
down
33 years.
to
So
the
she used to
front.
fly when it was legal
Sit
to
on
smoke
down.
cigarettes on planes, and we're just trying to wrap our heads around that because as a comic, there's I don't think you can do it anymore, but I know you at certain points in my career you could smoke in the showroom in Virginia, obviously Tobacco Road.
Yep.
You could smoke at the Virginia
Richmond,
Beach Funny
Virginia.
Bone. You could smoke in the Virginia Beach Funny Bone. Like I don't think you can do that anymore.
There's certain places that have, if you don't sell alcohol, I think you can smoke. I think is the rule, at least here, I think.
Well, when Erica and I went to NABJ down in Miami, it's weird because we were in my old neighborhood where I used to teach middle school, and my old local bar there, you can still smoke cigarettes.
That's
which is
crazy. That's so crazy.
So
I
talk
can't
about
think
your mom
of
real quick.
Yeah, I just can't think about being on a plane, you know, with so many people smoking. Like Al and I were talking about, people are chain smoking back in the day. It wasn't like you had one cigarette.
No, I did.
My mom did used to smoke back in the day, so I wonder if maybe her being around that all the time had some sort of effect on why she smoked. Maybe I can't either. DBL Nation, let us know what you think.
Tell us
Bye.
if you remember the days of smoking on planes.
As many times as we can.
How much time?
You can get Mike's new flannel sheets. Plus, get a second
Go to the
set
white area.
absolutely free. Order now. Look at this.
3, 2, 1.
I am Nicole Lynn Griffey.
My name is Matthew Felix.
I'm here because I need to lose weight and I need to be healthy.
My son is 5. His name's Evan, and I want to not only be there for when he's older, but be an active part of it.
Welcome back to DBL. It's been 1 month since Matthew and Nicole's joined DBL's Commit to Be Fit Challenge. Now, they've been hitting the gym 5 days a week and changing their diets, but they're about to enter the most difficult time of year. Let's check in with them as they share their concerns for the holiday season and get back on the scale for their dreaded monthly weigh-in. Did they hit their 10-pound weight loss goal? We're going to find out now.
You know, I've been working so hard so I could come out and do this with you. My favorite holiday memory is the first year Evan stopped crying and running from Santa. So part of starting new traditions is getting out of your comfort zone.
Gary's pushing me really hard.
There you go, 5 more, come on. There you go. It's looking like it's getting a little easier for you, huh?
No, it's not. No. I don't like the holidays, especially this time of year. It's a tough time of the year because my mom's birthday and her death is just like right back to back. The fact that I try to skip through that time, I don't think she'd be happy about that part. I think going forward, I'll just start opening myself up to not so much tradition and just make new traditions like that.
You ready to give this a try? All right. Hey, Wayne Gretzky, slow down.
I am a little concerned about the weigh-in.
It's time for our check-in. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, come on, let's hop on the scale. So your starting weight was 263.1. So let's see where we're at.
My biggest challenge so far is the fast food. I think I stopped at fast food maybe about 12 times. I would say about 12.
So we are at 256.9. So we're making progress, which is nice, but it's not the progress we want to see, okay?
I'm a little upset about the weigh-in, but the most important part is that I feel empowered to succeed.
Set of 10 here, crank on it. Get down there, full depth. 1 more. Woo! Matthew, 1 month in, 4 weeks ago, you weighed 318.4. Let's get you on the scale, see where you're at. $302.5. All right. Okay. What do you think?
Just a start. To be honest though, I'm not happy. It's not enough. It's just a starting point. It's not all going to be done in 12 weeks, but it'll be a good enough start that we're going to eventually get there, and we're going to get there sooner rather than later.
1 month down, 2 more to go. Round of applause for these guys, y'all. Keep up the good work, and if you want to join the DBL Commit to Be Fit Challenge, go to emilyschramm.com/DBL. It's free and it's fun. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Want payday? Welcome back to Beauty Blast, y'all. I'm DeRay Banks, okay? We're just gonna go ahead and start this off right from the top. I want to go ahead and make sure that you guys know about the beauty assault you are making to the world, okay? Why are you not wearing blush? It's a real question. Why are we not wearing blush anymore, guys? Yes, this is the question of the day, and I have an answer for you as well. Now, so many of the times as a professional makeup artist, I go through life and I don't judge people. I just simply see people's faces and I think to myself, that's a beautiful face. That's a good face. She didn't try it. It's cool though, so that's none of my business. However, one thing that I see a lot of the times is women or men who do not utilize blush or bronzer. It's insane to me. Now, the reason why I get So many of us are afraid of looking like we're about to go to our little sister's church resuscitation, honey, looking like we're about to go see the Revivery and having that big old wine blush on our cheeks, or hot pink if you may for some folks. I understand. It can be really damaging to your dreams, to your whole lifestyle, and it can really put a damper on how you do your makeup in general. But that does not mean you can put the blush down, honey. It means that we need to utilize the blush in a different way. Now, my favorite way to apply blush is from the back to the front, honey. Yes, I said it like that, from the back to the front. Hey! But with that being said, this is going to help to make sure that you don't have a lot of heavy pigment directly on your cheeks and that you're not looking like a clown or like you got animal crackers in your soup, honey. Now, at the same time, you can always utilize a blush highlight. This is going to be something that has a little bit more of an illuminating factor, kind of like Orgasm or Dolce Vita from NARS, or even from like a Warm Soul from MAC Cosmetics. It's more of a mineralized blush. You don't have to use a super matte one just to get a little color on your cheeks. Now remember, it's kind of like having a Neapolitan ice cream on your cheekbones. You want a little bronzer here, a little blush here, and a little highlighter. I call it the icing, but a little highlighter just drizzle on top of everything to keep it looking cute. Now, for more Beauty Blast questions and for more Beauty Blast Police videos, make sure that you're watching right here at Daily Blast Live, and write me or follow me at Jeray for the Slay on all social media platforms. Now, we'll talk to you guys next time.
Tesla is known for pushing the envelope when it comes to car technology, and its latest invention is a whole new take on the lowly windshield wiper. Let's connect the dots. Elon Musk's innovative car company has filed a patent to use lasers to clean windshields, burning off dirt and debris instead of wiping it off. In the patent application, Tesla calls out traditional wipers, calling them inefficient, leaving a wet windshield that's not entirely clean. The pulsed laser cleaning system will apparently not damage the eyes of anybody inside the vehicle. The system monitors the windshield for any dirt, and when it finds it, the laser zaps it right off. So while we may not have flying cars yet, it looks like we might get ones that shoot laser beams. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. Al, do you have any?
Oh, Tori, you know we do. People are mixed and writing in. All right, we have Sandy Stafford on Facebook, and she's saying they need to get rid of Nancy. While Angel Serenity, nice calming name.
Beautiful
name. If a name was a bath bomb.
Yeah.
Angel Serenity on Facebook says, yes, he needs to be removed. And Marquita Baker on YouTube says, the Senate definitely won't remove Trump. So that's just how she feels.
Right. If you need numbers, here it is. We need 20 Republicans to literally switch over. Now, the word on the street from Chris Murphy, who's a senator, is 6 major senator Republicans are thinking of switching to impeachment, but we need a lot more. We'll wait and see, but right now we don't have the numbers at all.
That's the whole extra time idea, right? That's why Nancy.
But you still follow the Constitution, I think. We're going to still fight. All right.
I'll talk to you after
We'll
this.
see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye.